Hey everybody, it's your boy Evo, man. Today I'm here with Mad Reels. But before we get into today's video, I need y'all to go check that link in the description. Go copy one of these Mad Reels show t-shirts. Check out my boy, man. It don't even look fly, don't it? Alright, yeah, let's get into it. Hey man, I don't know you like super well, you know what I'm saying? I wanna start it off with like you telling me something that I kinda don't really know like about you or like
Okay.
where you cause I know you went to Greenwood for a little while type
Yeah.
shit. Sorry, I'm cousin. But in Springfield and everything, and low key never heard of, you know what I'm saying? Never met you, never nothing. So
Yeah.
I'm like, it was cool, like you popping up kind of and being here like the whole time. So I was like, there's something that you know what I mean? I don't know nothing really. I want to know something different, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Like a little fun fact.
Yeah,
or something?
yeah. Because
Okay.
I know videos, I got, stuff like that, but I want to know something that like I don't know, maybe they don't know,
Sure.
stuff like that.
Okay. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. My dad's off camera here, so if I'm talking to him, that's who I'm talking to. But I don't know. I grew up working on a lot of movie sets, so I was fortunate enough to work with a lot of actors from LA and all around. Just working on a lot of movies, a lot of stuntmen, a lot of effects people I got to meet. So
Right.
that's kind of a thing.
Is that what kind of like sparked your interest in like doing your own kind of like filming and things?
Yeah,
Like,
I definitely came up in the film industry, working on a lot of movies and stuff. And I started to do the first assistant director. So I was responsible for a lot of scheduling on films and kind of keeping the pace and making sure that everybody's on time kind of thing.
yeah, I'm gonna let you got to break that all the way down. 'Cause you speaking a different language to me.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know nothing about nothing like that. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So, I grew up doing a lot of stuff, mainly just helping him do special effects. I was always his assistant on set. He would always do makeup on somebody, and I would be handing him little stuff here and there.
Scalpel.
Yeah, like a doctor.
Yeah,
right?
his head just get different tools and stuff.
Yeah, I just doing that, man. And then it turned into doing more, like I said, the first AD thing. So I would eventually, I'd have like a little walkie-talkie or, be scheduling people and paperwork and whatnot. And then I kind of wanted to do my own thing because I personally feel like the film industry is just, it's not what it was, especially when I was a kid. It's starting to change. A lot of people are changing with it for sure. And there's a lot of people doing great work, especially here locally. And that's kind of what I'm wanting to start the Mad Real show for, is so we can put a spotlight on that when, other people kind of can't or whatever,
Right. So how young were you like when you were like doing your first like, if you can if you can remember? I'm sure Pops could remember too if you can't,
Film wise, I actually don't remember the first few things I did on a movie set, but what's it called? The Nature Center, is that right? Discovery Center? Yeah, the Discovery Center. So he built like a pterodactyl that was like on display, and the pterodactyl had a little egg, and I was 3 years old, and I was like helping him like do stuff to the egg and making it look like a real egg kind of thing. So
that's cool. And
yeah.
I'm sure that's like a super like cool thing for like y'all too, like to like bond over like doing things like that.
I learned a lot at a young age.
Yeah,
definitely.
and that's super shout out to Pops for sure, because that's dope as hell. I ain't gonna lie. What's some other like interests that you have, or like other routes that you might want to take instead of, or like while you're doing the whole, I know you got the podcast network started up, it's rolling now, so
yeah, I'm definitely wanting to just work on this mainly, just get this going and rolling and expanding it. Eventually I want to grow Mad Reels into doing a lot more than just a podcast, of course.
Right.
Pretty much just that.
Definitely big plans in the making.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Man. All right. Man, we gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Like, give me you got which one? What's a sport that you follow more? I guess like basketball or football or.
Growing up, everybody always told me football, because I'm just a bigger guy, and everybody, oh man, but I went to Greenwood, right? And they didn't have football at the time, or I don't think they still do, but. Yeah, everybody always told me football, and I just was never really interested in it, and I always liked playing basketball and watching basketball, and I'm terrible at it, but it's a lot of fun to play and watch, you know what I mean?
Man, no, whenever, it's kind of similar, like, I played basketball for, like, ever growing up, and then getting into, like, high school, and we had a football coach, Coach Zoe, shout out to Coach Zoe. He was, like, telling me every year, like, bro, you gotta play football. You gotta
Really?
play football. And I was like, nah, man. Like, no, I'm not a football guy. And then
What position did you play?
I ended up playing. I played 1 year my senior year. I played strong safety.
Okay.
And yeah, it was cool. I wasn't that good either. I ain't gonna lie, but NBA, it was fun. Shout out to Moose, man, my dog. But no, other than that, yeah, not football's not really for me. I'm definitely a basketball guy for
Did
sure.
you play basketball a lot in high school?
I did up until my senior year
Okay.
because I don't want to start any controversy when I'm playing. But basically, I didn't really get along with the coach very well type
Sure.
thing, and then I wasn't really getting too much like opportunity to showcase what I could, what I
Right.
could do. So
Right.
then it was kind of like, this is a dead end. I'm getting a job and getting some money, man. I can't do this no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you definitely like basketball, like
Yeah,
more
for
like
sure.
type like
Yeah.
so like do you have like a favorite team maybe like a
In the NBA, you
yeah,
think?
like a
Yeah.
professional
Oh, yeah,
team?
definitely.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
lay it on me. Let's
I'm about
get
to go
into
with
it.
the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Okay,
Yep.
so
My boy
then
Westbrook. It's a shame,
Westbrook.
man. What happened? But
He's a Clipper now. I ain't gonna lie. He's all the way over there. I'm pretty sure.
did you see that picture of him the other day? He was like laying there on the ground.
Yeah, like
flexing.
I seen a little group of those like overhead photos, and those
Yeah.
overhead photos are fire. Yeah, I've seen that Westbrook one is probably the coldest one I've seen so far though for sure.
What about you? What's your team?
I don't really have a team,
Okay,
man. I'm gonna be
okay.
honest. I don't really have a team. I just like watching good basketball.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm at the Y watching like seventh graders hoop. If they're playing good basketball, man, that's all I want to see. I don't really care about whoever, whatever.
So let's go into the legends then, right? So you got Kobe, MJ, and LeBron, right? So let's go into that a little bit.
Yeah, we can get into it, but you ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say. and
hear
neither are they. They ain't gonna like it either, bro. But it is what it is. You go first. Like,
Man, it's really tough, dude.
so my number one way to like that I think about how you could, how do I explain this, like determine like really who is like the best is like, imagine them, like in my opinion, just imagine them playing one-on-one. Even
Okay,
though
okay.
basketball is a team sport,
Yeah.
and the team, because I've arguably like LeBron on a team period, the way that he makes all his teammates better, he like is almost hands down, like
Yeah.
arguably
Yeah.
right there, it's like that right there, it's like he's the GOAT. But anyways, I digress. So I'll save that for later. But like yeah, imagine them like playing one-on-one. I feel like so then like. Who do you think, out of like, if it was like a LeBron versus
One-on-one, man. That's
LeBron and Kobe?
Look, I'd have to go Kobe all day. Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
I feel that one. I feel it. No. I feel that one. R.I.P. Kobe, man. But I think like out of 10 for sure. I think it's like if they played 10 games one-on-one,
Okay.
they lined up 10 times. I guarantee LeBron gets at least 4. But I think
Yeah, it'd be close.
But I think Kobe beats him out at that last because as long as Kobe starts with the ball, over with. He's
Yeah.
a deadly scorer, man.
Yeah, he gets heated up.
So
I think he's a better defender too, to be honest. I mean,
he is a really
if you've seen the highlights, there's no
very
debating
very
it.
like tenacious defense. Like
Yeah.
he's like very intense and aggressive on defense.
Yeah.
Like he's a scary dude. I wouldn't want to like be bringing the ball up the court and you just see Kobe lined up at half
with the mask on, or
looking at
something,
you, smacking the ground. Like, come on, yeah. Like, no, I'm all right, man.
Yeah.
I'm good. So then, sorry. So you're taking Kobe over LeBron right there. So now
I'd
it's
say so.
now
In
it's,
ones, yeah.
so now it's Kobe and Jordan 1v1. What's the word, man? What you thinking?
Man, I don't know, man. In their primes,
Hey,
You know?
we're talking Froby and we're talking 97 or whatever, whichever one they went
man,
to
a lot of
3P.
people are
I
gonna
can't
be mad.
remember.
I'm gonna have to go Kobe just because I feel like that's my guy.
I
You know what I
definitely,
mean?
I definitely feel that.
We're gonna make a lot of people mad with this
Hey,
one.
it is what it is. I'm gonna piss some people off right here, but LeBron definitely the GOAT, man. I don't care what none of that
Yeah.
what he talking. I'm playing. I don't care none about what he's saying. LeBron is definitely the GOAT. No,
But like you were
think-
saying, as far as like team game and all that, Kobe and LeBron definitely affected their team way more than MJ did, I think.
for sure.
But I feel like they really did it different ways. Like LeBron's a nice guy about it, and Kobe is just I'll tear you up. I'll wake up. I'll come, that meme where they're like knocking waking the dude up out of the scared straight or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like throw some water on their face or some cold water on them. I feel like Jordan was definitely more carried, that's why I feel like he gets as much credit as he does, because he was so outrageously, like, he was good, man. He was he was super, super good for sure. Like, even playing, like, watching the highlights, it's insane watching his highlights and how, like, the easier the game comes to him.
Right.
Like, he's playing in slow motion out there. Like, it's easy. Playing him on 2K, you're unstoppable, bro. It's over
that
with.
mid-range fader or
yeah,
something.
It's dirty. It's dirty. Man, but, ooh. All right, here was my number one, like, my banger when I was gonna ask you. This, I gotta jump back to, like, the film and stuff and camera work, because that's really like the majority of what I know you for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just like shot my music videos. You shot Suge's videos, Billy's videos. You know what I'm saying? Like all types of stuff. So like that's really like the only. That's why I was like, you gotta tell me some different stuff, man. But if you had like the opportunity, bro, like to where it was like you could do it full time, and like obviously you're gonna be able to do it full time, but whatever. And you could choose between shooting like movies all the time, or like shooting like TV, like a TV series. Like, what do you think that? Because I don't know if I feel like there would be there's got to be some differences in there, like between like even the rate of, like, I feel like they probably shoot like really fast. I feel like maybe the TV show, they have like a ton of different shots, but I don't know, bro. Like, let me, enlighten me. That's, what I'm saying. I don't know.
I think it really depends. Like, I think personally, probably movies, just because, you can take a little more time. You can kind of focus on doing one scene and making it how you really want to make it, as opposed to like you were talking about. It's a little faster on a TV show where you have to fly through things and really stay on schedule. You know what I mean?
You need a million of them, because you gotta get them right. Yeah.
Generally, you can do a little more crazy stuff because, like I said, growing up doing special effects, my dad, he would blow up cars and trucks and stuff for movies.
Definitely, I've seen some older pictures of the pyro pyro, different pyro things, and the crazy not for a lack of like talent, but disgusting looking, like just nasty, like
creatures
zombie, like that shit was fire. But also, I gotta bring it up, dog. I bring it up every time I see you. Chris Jericho, dog. Chris Jericho, dog. I seen the picture. I can't remember it. I'm not very good with I don't really watch a lot of movies, to be honest. But I just remember seeing that one day I get on Facebook, and then Pops has shared a memory of little tiny Madison,
little fat me,
and I look up and I'm like, that's motherfucking Y2J. Like, are you serious right now? Are you and so I was like, after that I brought it up every time I see you. I think it's hilarious. And I think it's super cool because it's like, when I was a kid, bro, like Chris Jericho and like Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, like
WWE.
Oh yeah, I was a wrestling kid. Like when I used to love watching that stuff. So like whenever I seen that picture, little kid me was like, oh, I'm jealous as fuck, So yeah, but I don't know. Do you have any do you remember any of that kind of stuff? Like being around so, anybody
Where was that filmed? That movie with him? Do you remember? Monette. Was it in Monette? Okay, so Monette, Missouri. So I remember they were filming a movie, and I don't remember, 12 years old, something like that. But we drove down there, and he had this big old fat fake, like a belly thing. And it's in the picture. I'll put it on there.
Yeah, definitely. But you got to pop that one up. And don't do no edits. Don't take yourself. None of that. He's in the picture, y'all. He's in the picture.
Yeah. Well, see, I never really was a fan of WWE and all that. I mean, just growing up, I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to it, to be honest with you. I kind of knew like the Undertaker kind of thing, and the Rock and the classic,
the GOAT. Yeah.
But yeah, we met him, and I really didn't know who he was. I was just a kid, and my dad's like, yeah, this is Chris Jericho, and I met him and shook his hand and took a picture with him. And to this day, I'm kind of embarrassed about it because he asked me, he's like, yeah, man, who's your favorite wrestler? Chris Jericho. If you're seeing this, man, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hey, I love this story. I ain't gonna lie.
He probably remembers this too. He's like,
He's like, yeah, fuck that kid.
He said,
man. I hate that kid.
He said, who's your favorite wrestler? And I said, like, Rey Mysterio or something. It completely went over my head. Everybody's always like, yeah, Chris Jericho, sign this, you know. And he even signed an action figure toy box for me. And he's like, all right, I guess you can have this, you know.
He's just looking at you like.
I felt so bad about it, but he was a super guy.
I wonder how bad he wanted to hit you with the walls of Jericho
or like
right
a
there.
Chair or something.
He flips you over, just pulls your legs. You're just like, you know, like, yeah, that would be hilarious. He's like, yeah, I hate this little kid. Ever since then, I bet he hasn't talked to no other kids after that, bro.
But I know he has like a band and stuff. He did for a while. I don't know if he still does, but
yeah, I seen like I'm still kind of like I don't like watch wrestling, but like I definitely still like follow like the people that I grew up watching, if that makes sense. So like whenever he had like stopped wrestling, I'm pretty sure for like the like WWE for I think he was done, and then I remember him being like I feel like I remember him being on like TNA for a little bit, and then he was on like the AEW. That's like the newer one.
Okay.
Also, like I'm not super well versed in like, cause I'm not like really into it like that. But but I remember him being on like the AEW. He was like kind of had like the rocker aesthetic. So then I think that was like probably played off of like his actual like imitation of his real life, low key. Like I'm actual like I'm in a band. I'm a rock star type of thing. You know, that's kind of how that's how his gimmick.
That was like kind of his character.
Yeah, that was his gimmick type when he came back. It was pretty cool. But it's super weird watching them like no disrespect, but like watching them like as like older men, and they're kind of old,
slowing down.
Yeah, and they're like, and they put their body through a lot of work and like a lot of damage and like over a lot of years, you know. So it's like, dang. But then you watch, like, I ain't gonna lie, watching Undertaker's like last couple few matches, bro, that damn near bring a tear to your eye. You're like, I just remember old Undertaker walking on the rope, doing the thing, and then jumping off and doing, like, he was super athletic for like being as big as he is and stuff. And then now he's like kind of decrepit, but he's old, man. He's the GOAT though, for sure.
You know, we used to have a professional wrestler here in Springfield. His name was Manoli Savanas or something like that. I can't remember how to pronounce his last name, but anyway, he owned a jewelry store here. Super cool guy, and he was a professional wrestler. He wrestled back in like the 70s. He has a crazy story. Some people locally actually made a documentary about him and stuff.
Yeah. You have to show me a picture of him.
Put some links in there or something.
Sure. Show me a picture of him after we get done too,
But he was a smaller guy. He was like 5'5", maybe something like that. You know, he was always the kind of guy that would be flying around the air and stuff. And he worked with, oh gosh, what was the guy's name? See, I don't know anything about wrestling. So
man, I know.
Was it Big? It wasn't Big Show. Andre the Giant. Yeah.
Andre the Giant.
Yeah, you know, everybody knows him, obviously. Yeah.
Do you know Andre the Giant? Do I know Andre the Giant?
Yeah, that just shows you how much I know about it. But yeah, so in the documentary, it's pretty funny. I actually took my shirt off. I had real long shoulder length hair at the time, and we were filming at our little film studio or whatever, and we turned the lights off and did like little spotlights. And in the documentary about him, he was supposed to be like going through my arms and stuff, and I was supposed to be Andre the Giant, and it was like close-up shots of him doing his thing, like flashbacks. So I was pretending to be Andre the Giant.
You were Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
You are Andre the Giant. You mean okay?
But yeah, Manolo, he was a great guy, man. Like I said, he had a jewelry store, and he unfortunately passed away a while back. But he was a super cool guy, man.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that wrestling stuff takes a toll on takes a heavy toll. Like I remember like when like Eddie Guerrero passed away whenever, but he had like I think he had like a heart attack or cardiac something like don't quote me, you know what I mean? But he was but that I remember that shook the whole wrestling universe. Sure, I feel like it shook the world, but you know, my little kid me, I was also like, my world's over with. Yeah. No more lie, cheat, and steal. Like, no, this isn't cool.
Oh man.
But yeah, like here, let's transition into some like I know like another like thing that you do on like another like hobby that you have like would be like some like playing some video games. I know you like play games every once in a while. Do you have like any other like hobbies that you like to do? Like I don't know, like I don't really know like
I know
you like here I gotta make my joke real quick. But I know you're like, you know what I'm saying? You said you went to Hillcrest, right?
Yeah.
So, you must like hunting or something. You know what I'm saying? Like going fishing. Or
I was
something.
friends with everybody that was like that. But
no, I'm just
that wasn't
messing
me.
with you, bro. But yeah, tell me some other hobbies that you have, or like if you know.
Really, just like basketball and filmmaking, and I mean, like, occasionally playing Call of Duty or 2K or something. Really, but I mean, even as a kid, I would be home alone. Like we lived out in Willard, out north, and I would be making like home videos. I would take like Nerf guns and make. I would be like all the characters in the video, and I would like put a rag around or like a hat on or something around my face, so I would be a different person, and I would like shoot and try to do all these cool little effects and stuff. And I was like 8, 10 years old trying to do all this stuff at home.
Yeah,
and
that's fire.
I got on his editing system. I learned to do it when I was real young. I got on Final Cut on the Mac, and I learned how to edit and just kind of learned from a young age how to do all that.
That's fire.
Yeah. What about you though? You got any hobbies, man? I know you do. I know you like playing your video games.
Man, hey, I've been on this Need for Speed real bad lately. I can't lie, man. That is probably the most. I haven't played like a video. Honestly, I've had the console for like forever or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just kind of fell off playing the game so much.
Okay.
And the only game I was really ever playing for like the last like 4 years has been like Minecraft. Like, and I know that's probably
I could never get into it, man.
I know it's like super unexpected, but like I like literally, dog. I get on Minecraft, I could be chilling for hours. I'd be in my in my own world, literally on Minecraft. But I just recently got a PS5, and then I copped 2K, like the new 2K and Last of Us. And personally, I know just personal opinion, I don't really like slow games. I've learned that I don't really like a slow, like creeping around, like you gotta hide from the zombie game. Like I like the games where you like I want to come in and
kick the door down, just
waves of zombies. Wow, yeah. I want to do all that. So like that game is not as fun to me. But like I know Shug likes that game. I know a bunch of people love I got a homie named Jack. Shout out to Jack. He loves that game, man. He loves
The Last of Us.
But he loves he likes those types of games where it's like apocalyptic games. Like he gets real into those. But those ones specifically, I remember him telling me like dog, these ones right here are fire type of thing. And then that's why I was halfway tempted to already like to get that one whenever I got the console. And then my girlfriend's like, I want to play that one. I see it on YouTube, and I'm like, okay, like, all right, well, I guess we can get it. So, but then I just got this new Need for Speed, and that's super fire. I haven't played anything other than that for like the last like probably week.
What do you drive on there?
Dude,
you have like one specific car, or do you kind of just hop around?
I got a couple of different ones because like you have like a story mode and like an online mode. Okay. So like on the story one, I have like this. I think it's a Honda Civic Type R, like a 2000 Honda. But hey, it get up and go. It get up and go.
Turbo in it.
Yeah,
and everything.
it's so fun to play that game and drift and everything. I got it's like a 80 something Buick, like I'm not a supercar guy, but this game has gotten me more into like the cars. I'm like this is tight, I can kind of name some of these cars and stuff now, but I'm still not that good clearly. And then on my story mode, I have a like a BMW M3 Evolution, and I like tried to like make it look like Frank Ocean's like nostalgia HD like. If you don't know what I'm looking, I'm talking about. Definitely put that up because it's like I'm gonna send you a picture of my car too. You gotta compare and contrast. But I try to make it look like that. I changed it a little bit, but I'm just like having fun with it, bro. Like I know people get on games and take it super serious, but
some people grind, man. Especially 2K, dude. If you don't pay. And you like respect you, but that's a lot of time.
I'm dropping the bread on 2K off the rip. I feel like when you get to 2K, bro, if you don't get it, what are you really like? Yeah, you're not gonna be able to play with the homies until the next 2K comes out. You know what I mean? Like
I knew you paid something for it because I remember we got it about the same time, or I got it right before you.
Oh, you damn
PS5.
right I did. Oh yeah.
And I try to play like every few days, pop in and out and everything, and I'm like. A 68 overall. I come over to your house, and what are you like an 80 something?
I'm like an 86. Yeah. Like, but I didn't put like too. I do. Don't get me wrong. I do like grind it out. My dude, like I showed you my my like stuff, my little like stats.
You're a center, right?
Yeah, I have a few positions, but my center is probably the main one I play with. But he's like I'm raw, man. I'm raw. I'm really grinding on there too. I put a little money on there, but
Yeah.
I'm really on there grinding too. But nah, yeah, that's really what I've been playing is like those 2 games here recently. I need to get Minecraft on the 5 though. I need to, for sure.
You have to get me into it, man, because I'm not.
Man, it's
I
coming.
can't do
Like,
it.
I don't know how far we can go into. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know they've been doing like the huge builds. You know what I mean? Where like they'll make it look like a 3D. Like if you fly up or whatever, you press space, on the computer and go back far away, you can kind of see, and everything looks super realistic.
Dude, there's people that have like literally made like functioning like calculators and
Holy cow.
and computers.
Wow.
And like you can like watch YouTube videos through people's builds on the game.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like concerts
bro.
and stuff. Like in
It's
Fortnite, they had the
insane.
Travis Scott concert.
Dude,
and
I
all that.
will never forget that stuff whenever they did that. I wasn't really playing. I don't think I was really playing around the Travis Scott time. But the marshmallow one, whenever they did the first he was like standing in the middle of like the some lake or whatever, just like big concert. Everybody was jumping around. That was super cool. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fortnite, man. Fortnite's definitely slept on for sure. The game used to be way better back in the day for sure.
Really?
But you seem more like a Apex or like a Warzone.
Yeah.
Warzone. That's what
I
I'm
like
trying to say.
playing Call of Duty, man. I grew up playing like Black Ops 2 was my game, dude. I told you this. I'm gonna brag about it because I'm super happy about
Black
it.
Ops 2 is the shit. I ain't gonna lie.
But like back in like 8th grade, 9th grade, something like that. Me and my buddies, we would play League Play on Black Ops 2 when we were top 500 in the world at one time, which isn't necessarily something huge to brag about, but it's like there's only 500 people that, you know what I mean? 500
right.
groups that did that.
No,
so that's kind of a cool thing.
pop that shit.
But,
pop
yeah.
that. Go ahead, get it off. Go ahead, get it off.
No. I mean, that's about it on that. I mean, you play Black Ops 2, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I was raw. Like I was too raw. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to that was literally our clan tag. Our clan tag
Raw?
was too raw. That's what it was. It was like the number 2 and then raw.
Yeah.
Shout out to like Bub and CJ and D and all. But we used to get on there and play all the time, man.
Was that your game, Black Ops 2, or did you kind of hop around and go to the different games?
I was like Black Ops 2 is probably my main one that like my favorite one that I played online and everything. My favorite one probably hands down is that one probably. But like I remember it really all started from MW3.
Okay.
Like 7th, 8th grade. I had got a Xbox 360 for whatever reason. I hate Xbox, I'm gonna be honest. So I don't know why I got it. Like we had traded like my PS3 for it or traded our Wii for it or something. I don't remember. This is back in the day, man. It was a little different. But I remember playing that with like Daenerys all the time, and then that kind of kicked off like, all right, I like playing this game. I like playing this game online, and then got kind of just get progressively better and better at it. Then you're like, yeah, I like playing this. But yeah, Black Ops 2 is definitely, in my opinion, what do you think my top 3 would probably be Black Ops 2, MW3, and this is probably gonna be a different one, but World War II. That World War
That was a
II
good
one,
one.
that
Yeah.
one was fire. That's like I hadn't bought a Call of Duty for like five or so years, and then that was the first one that I
Right,
got, and
yeah.
like after that, cause like Ghost and Advanced Warfare and those ones aren't very, to me, like I
Yeah.
don't really like them that much. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
what would you think what would you say your top 3 is like? Are?
I would say Black Ops 2 is probably the number 1. And then, man, it's probably going to be controversial. See, I really liked MW3, especially for the story. Because I grew up, I didn't play multiplayer a lot growing up until really like MW3, Black Ops 2, MW3, I dabbled in it, and the Black Ops 2 is when I hit it hard. And that's kind of was my prime. And then story-wise, I think it's tough, man.
That's an even better question. I didn't even think about
You got to
that.
compare Black Ops to Modern Warfare.
Which one is the one where okay, look, I don't see, this is like I'm gonna try to explain it, but like you know how I explain it. I'm like I'm awful at this, but we'll give it a shot. It's this one, I'm pretty sure it's like a Russian guy, and you fight with him like in this helicopter, and then you fall onto this like glass thing.
Yeah, that's Modern Warfare 3, and he's like hanging.
Fire,
Yeah.
and you light the cigar.
Yeah.
Dog,
Yeah.
that's
That's
hands
Modern
down.
Warfare
That's
3.
my favorite one, hands down.
Yeah.
And then I think second would be the whichever one. I think it might be Black Ops 1, low key, when you're like you're like sitting, you're like
Oh, you're on the chair?
strapped to the chair
Yeah, that's
with
Black
the
Ops
TV.
1.
Yeah, that one was
That's a
fire
good one.
too. But yeah, MW3 was that's
That was
yeah
your
that
thing,
one
huh?
was I'll never because I think is that the one where you walk in the airport too.
No Russian or whatever. Yeah, it was either 2 or 3.
And when you walk in,
can't
they're
remember.
like,
Might have
it's
been
like,
3.
look, you have to. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, you could like skip it. That was a
Yeah.
super controversial thing.
Yeah, like, are you sure you want to do this? And like, little kid, you is like, "Pfft, yeah, I want to
Yeah.
do it. And then you like walk through, and you don't even realize what you're doing, but you're like, that, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, as a kid, man.
I'm
People
sure
used to
that
play
one,
that as a kid.
Yeah, I'm sure that one was like pretty. If that tried to, I bet if they tried to drop one like that in 2023,
Canceled.
wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Wouldn't happen, but yeah, that was definitely crazy. But that's like, it's kind of wild to
Those
say
are
that's
yours.
crazy, but that's my favorite one. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
definitely probably my favorite one for sure.
I really
Story
liked the
mode.
2019 Modern Warfare. Did you ever play that one?
Which
It's like it wasn't the original Modern Warfare and it wasn't the remake of the Modern Warfare.
but it was the one where the guy's standing on the cover with no helmet on, right?
Yeah, Captain Price or whatever with
I
the
don't-
mustache. See, you don't know the
Yeah,
character.
I couldn't tell you. But I think I just know the covers like where
I'll
the
tell you what, I'm gonna start and make you do gameplays of videos, walkthroughs, of the original, just with your, you know what I'm saying?
fact for sure. Well, man, I don't really.
What about rappers? Okay, because you're a rapper, right? You've been doing your thing, man. You've been popping off. Like I said, we made some videos.
I
and
wasn't,
stuff.
I wasn't gonna make it all about me.
No,
no,
no.
I'm playing. But yeah, man. I've been like rapping for like a really long time, to be
Yeah.
honest. But just here recently, just started like releasing things and taking it more serious and like trying to get on shows and
Sure.
making like I've made some shirts and stuff and like
Yeah.
dropping music on like actual like streaming platforms. Like,
Yeah.
So you don't have to just go to SoundCloud and listen to it. You can like go on your Spotify on
Sure.
your normal day and add me with Lil Baby and Rod Wave and
Yeah.
them. Like, just throw me in there and like, on your
Okay.
playlist type of thing. But
Who's like your top, let's say, like 3, like the people that influenced you the most?
oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't ever get asked
You didn't expect me
questions.
coming with that.
See, yeah. See, look, this is what I was telling you the other night. I'm like, we
Mm-hmm.
gotta, yeah. But nobody, I feel like whenever like we talk about things, people just always ask like, they always ask you this, who's your favorite, and then
Yeah.
you're like, you kind of just run with that. But influence wise, like I'd be wrong if I didn't say Lil Wayne off the rip. That was
Okay.
like that's the go in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
That's like. That was my favorite rapper when I was a little kid, like growing up even. And then I met other dudes when I got to like middle school that also loved him too. And then we like listened to music, and then our our appreciation for him grew even more. And then from there it's like, bro, yeah, you're the GOAT for sure. So we all were trying to definitely trying to like rap like Wayne for sure.
Okay.
Personally, I don't really think I make music like these people is like just a preference, like, or just a preface that, or you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying. Just to let you know, I don't think that I make music like these people or anything, but definitely like these are where I take I like to take wordplay. Like Lil Wayne's like wordplay is crazy. The way he double entendres, triple entendres, and like he's just playing like. Your brain's scrambled after a crazy Lil Wayne song.
So do you think he has a team that helps him write that stuff, or is it all him?
He freestyles. He
So
doesn't.
explain that to me. So like he literally he doesn't even write anything. He just freestyles it in the booth. Kind of thing?
It's another like I can't do it because like
You'll get there.
No, I'm like, don't get me wrong, like I'm sure I like could, you know what I'm saying, but like I like for my songs to be like cohesive and like kind of sometimes to tell a story, and then like, or to tell a story for like a certain amount of bars, or like connected and stuff like that. So like for me to like freestyle, it's like difficult because I feel like my music would sound like other stuff that I don't,
Right.
you don't want to hear, because it's like, oh, you're just joking around, and I'm not joking. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be serious.
Yeah.
So like, I like to take it serious and write my stuff down, and like, I even practice my bars. Like, you can ask Cryptic. We're eventually gonna have Cryptic on the show. You can ask Cryptic. I'm gonna tell him like, look, I could probably record like 3 songs in an hour, like just because, like, just I'm ready to go. I'm prepared. I come and I have my stuff ready to go, and I just
Right.
get in the booth and record it. He works his magic, and hey,
Yeah.
we're good. But
So what's the average like time in the studio that you spend? Like how often's a session for you?
like how often or how long? of it?
How I guess both. You know, how often do you go and how long do you normally spend there?
Honestly, I go as much as I can, like as much as possible, as much as allotted. Like I have as much material I have. Like I write. I try to write every day, bro. Like
Yeah.
I try to take like little inspiration from everything, or like little smoke break before the show. I'm like just outside thinking of like, okay, I like that. That was cool. Like
So you're
just
always writing stuff down.
always. If I'm not writing it down, I'm writing it down up here, and then
Yeah.
I'll eventually write it down somewhere, type of thing. So, but all the time, bro, I love going up there. I love being up there. It's just like a super dope like vibe at Middle Eight Studios.
Yeah, I've been up there a couple times. They really got it going.
Yeah,
up there, man.
yeah, definitely. I remember. I keep forgetting that you came up there with me too. Like
X, we made that video
shot
up there.
a whole
yeah.
video up there, and then but yeah, it's always like super cool up there. There's like super good people. The vibe's always cool. I love going in there, changing the color of the lights.
Really? They let you do all that?
Get my lights right. Cryptic, if you let me get my, I'm like, yeah, let me get the light. Sorry if I just exposed you, Cryptic, because he might not let everybody do the lights, but I go in there, I start fucking with the lights. I'm like, yeah, I like the green. Yeah, let me put the green on. And I was like, and everybody else just sitting there like, I'm annoying, but it's about the vibe, bro. You just
Yeah,
gotta really be
definitely.
there.
Especially like if you're in a chill mood or an anger mood, really, you know, I feel like as a video artist, you know what I mean, trying to create content and do stuff, I feel
Right.
like it's really good to have that space that you feel comfortable in and you can put yourself in that mood that you're trying to create.
Definitely,
So,
and that's like another part of like the writing process and stuff too. Being in like a creative space, like an actual creative space, like having a separate space as like from your everyday things. Like
yeah.
you don't write in your bedroom type thing, because like your bedroom is where you sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
a
write.
good way
You
to
don't
look at
write.
it.
You don't write in the kitchen, because when you go to the kitchen, it's time to eat. So like you gotta have a spot, bro, or like
So
burn.
you'd be working on the job site.
Nah, for real. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, shout out to my job. I definitely be out there writing at my job for sure. But like, have like a definitely spot, my bad, a specific spot for that specifically. Like,
Sure.
And like, maybe have like a candle. I remember like, bro, back in the day, like in school, they used to say like when you like studied for like a test or something, like burn a certain candle, and then like, so like when you smell that
like
smell,
chew a certain bubble gum or
yeah,
something
or
like
that type of thing, yeah. And then when you taste that taste, you smell that smell, those
Yeah.
senses, it brings back those like, oh, okay, this is what I was doing when last time I did this,
Right.
and then now you good. But it's kind of like that when I'm writing and stuff like that. I just like to make sure my stuff's all the way like
Sure.
put together before I go. But when we go, I like to be up there for a while, man, because it's fun. It's like
You spend a few hours
it's
up there.
fun, and especially when we go as like a team, like the whole like Paper Addict
Yeah.
team and stuff. When we go up there, we went up there a couple times and booked like 3 to 3 hour, 5 hour sessions. I think we've had one 5 hour session. That was
Really?
insane,
That's
bro.
cool.
Like it was super cool. Shout out to Cryptic, you know what I'm saying? Because he definitely probably didn't want to be there for 5 hours. You know what I mean? He's in there like, all right, I'm secondhand smoked out, and I'm tired of being in here.
Yeah.
But
Let's talk about that, Paper Addict.
for sure.
Your team and who all, who all's
Definitely.
there.
Off the rip, Paper Addict started with Q, like Big Q, Rashid. He had like a brand and everything. Not a little brand. No disrespect. Not a little brand. My boy had a brand for real out in Chicago and stuff, and was pushing like t-shirts and different, like just all different stuff. He's got clothes. He's got like hats, accessories, backpacks,
All the merch
purses.
and everything.
Literally, bro.
Okay.
Everything that you can think of, bro. Like, bro has it, type of thing. So
We'll have to get him on here.
definitely. And I've been known him for like a long time. We've just never like actually like super clicked together kind of thing. Like I've always known him. We've met him. We met a couple times, but
You guys haven't like locked in and tried to go out and do stuff.
exactly. Like I know people he knows and stuff like that. So then it all really started, bro. I remember like in high school, Daenerys, my brother Daenerys, he had a Paper Addict hoodie, and it was like fire. And I was like, bro,
Okay.
I love that hoodie, bro. I need that.
Yeah.
And he kept telling me for years, bro, Yeah, I remember. He kept telling me for years, bro. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna holler at my bro. I'm gonna holler at Q. He gonna get it. That's my big bro. I'm like, bet for sure. Never got a hoodie for me, and I was like, bro, you're such a hater. Like nowadays, I look back, I was like, bro was hating on me bad, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But no, I'm joking. But yeah, he's like that. And I seen that stuff, and I just thought that like I thought the name like PAPERADDIKT like paper addict like that with
Yeah.
the K. I thought I was like that's fire. I love that, bro. Like, cause that's me.
Right.
I'm a paper addict for real. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So it was like this is fire. And then years have passed. Whatever. Me and Suge have been doing music since like middle school days, like younger days and stuff. And then it started taking it more serious and stuff. And then we was like, bro, let's just do our shows together. Cause like I got basically, my bad. I'm jumping all over the
No, go
place,
ahead.
bro. But he had a show. Shout out to Sade. Sade put him on her Juneteenth event at Founders Park. I think it was a couple years ago. And after I went to that just to support Suge and
Yeah.
you know like celebrate Juneteenth, you know what I mean, and then be involved in activities and stuff. And it was a super dope event, super fire. Everybody was like, there was like multiple artists that performed and things. It was really cool. And then Suge performed, and like after I watched him perform, I'm like, bro, I gotta do that.
When was this, you think?
It was June. It was Juneteenth of I think 2020.
Okay.
I
So
want
a
to
few
say
years ago.
like it was a couple years ago. Yeah.
That's cool.
And then I didn't end up getting on my like show until like I feel like the year later type thing. Maybe I don't really.
Yeah.
I'm bad. I have a horrible memory, bro. And you know why? I have a horrible memory. So, but watching that, I'm like, bro, I want to do a show. And then I did my show. I started doing shows, and then I got Suge on the show of his own, like on his own show.
Okay.
So he was doing the show, and then we was like, bro, let's do them together. So then we started doing our shows together and stuff, and just like so, like when you see me, you see him, you see him,
Yeah.
you see me, type of thing. And then Q, like we started talking to Q, and we was like, bro, like we could like do something with this, like for real, and started up a whole like Paper Addict empire, like label and a label, brand, lifestyle, healing. He's got the healing like herbs and stuff, and then we got merch, we got like everything. It's not and Paper Addict like there's a bunch of people under the name of like the Paper Addict empire, but they all got everybody's got their own thing going
Yeah.
on. Everybody's very very like highly encouraged to do your own thing, bro. Like to have your own motion.
You just kind of have the support from the paper.
Definitely.
Okay.
It's a family, bro. Like at the end of the day, like no matter what, like here, we'll put it like this, like Suge has his like Blue Dreams like series that he's dropping, and he has like merch that he wants to drop with that and stuff. That's not got nothing to do with like Paper Addict. It's like technically they
Okay.
don't got nothing to do with it, but like we're all gonna push that because
Sure.
that's the whole point of the whole thing in general. You know what I mean? So, but then yeah, we came together and just decided to kind of like help each other out, use our resources and push each other to do things. Cause then it's like, bro, at the end of the day, whether you blow up or I blow up or you blow up, you coming with me.
Podcast, the show.
Yeah. You coming with me, like
Yeah.
like Billy, you coming with me. Jay, you coming like all like, and
Right.
that's our other artists on the Paper Addict like music label side of things.
Yeah.
Type of thing is me, of course, like, and then you have FMG Suge, Billy and BK, Nine Vibes,
Yeah.
and then JTFA, my boy, the Field Alchemist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything he touched turned gold, man. But yeah, he's tough. Definitely.
He's got a pretty cool sound too. I met him
Definitely.
a couple weeks ago, and he's a super nice guy.
Super cool, bro. I've known him forever, bro. Grew up with him, like from, like I want to say, 6th grade. Is when probably the first time I met him, and then after that, we've been cool ever since. We went to, like, I went to a like a gifted program thing type, like one day out the week of the school week. So like Monday through Wednesday, I was at my normal school. Then on Thursdays, I would go to like a thing called Wings.
Yeah.
And when I went to Wings, like Jay was one of the only people that I knew from school that like went on the same like the
he
same.
went too, huh?
Because then I'd be like, we go to like our like special school, and I walk in, I'm like, oh shit, like it's the homie, I know you, bro. And then like I've been around him like forever, bro. He's super cool dude, bro. and low key, like I like not to change it, making like change the vibe or nothing, but I just want to send out my thoughts and prayers to like to Jay's family. He's recently just like lost somebody, and
Okay.
so I just want just send out
Yeah, of
send
course.
out our condolences and everything, and just
Say a prayer for
just
him,
know we
yeah.
thinking about what I'm saying, bro, and just keep your head up type of thing. So for sure, but yeah, but
What about you? Though, you got any any new music or anything you're trying to put out? Any projects you want to do?
definitely. Right now I'm trying to work on like getting some videos like conjured up and like getting ideas going. I have a ton of music, bro.
Yeah.
Like a ton of unreleased music, and I'm ready to drop it whenever.
Yeah.
I want it to come out the right way though. I don't want it. I don't want it to be forced. I don't want to half-ass it. I want it to be the real deal.
Yeah.
So like if the right person here, bro, it's like yeah. So like I'm taking it super super serious, and that's why it's taking me a little extra time. And I know not everybody's waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the people that are waiting is like, bro, drop that shit. Drop that shit. And
He's gonna have a lot of new music videos coming out too.
Definitely,
so get ready for it.
We were just talking last night, brainstorming last night. We got a super super dope idea coming, like that I think for
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to mess it up because I feel like when you speak on it and you don't do it, somebody else heard that idea, even if it's just me and you talking off camera, off everything. So it's like you gotta keep that energy where it's at, bro, for sure.
We'll make it happen.
But is there like anything else you want to get into, or like anything you want to shout out what you got coming up, or
Just want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife, Jerica Strain.
For sure,
This wouldn't be possible without her.
See, now you gonna make me have to do this. But I was gonna do it anyway. He didn't make me do nothing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Amber, you know what I'm saying? Miss Tsunade on my back and right over here, you know what I'm saying? She with me though. So it's definitely good vibes. Good people though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jerica too, for sure.
We got a really strong support team, and
Definitely.
it wouldn't be possible without them.
Definitely. Shout out Pop, shout out definitely.
Yeah, of course my dad, Mike
Definitely.
Strain. He's
Definitely
producing this. He's
doing
got all the lights and everything.
Man, that's the man behind the camera with the plan for sure. So yeah, we definitely got something going, bro, and I'm excited to do like the things that we've talked about, our different plans for like the different. I don't know how deep into you want to go, but I think it'd be cool to like kind of give a little teaser, you know what I'm saying? Like the different plans we have with like the different types of shows, and having artists and other people around like Springfield.
And it's gonna be more than just music too. I got a lot of connections out in like California or Las Vegas or Florida or something. A lot of actors in the film industry that I'm gonna have on, or I kind of want to do it like. I'm almost influenced by like Joe Rogan, obviously.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? He's the biggest
podcaster
right
the
now.
Shit. If my favorite thing to do on my like little lunch breaks or like even just random pastime is to sit down and watch the shorts,
the little clips or whatever.
The Joe Rogan clips, and just watching the shorts, because I feel like one, they're super informative. You learn a bunch of stuff of them, and then like I like Joe Rogan. He's a good he's a good dude. There's like some things that he has done or that he does that I don't necessarily agree with type thing. But as far as podcasting, he's
got to go in there.
Yeah, he's definitely got it going.
Optic, the gaming community, the esports team, whatever, you have like FaZe and Optic kind of thing.
Shroud.
There's like obviously like Nade Shot used to be on Optic. Everybody knows Nade Shot, but he has 100 Thieves out in LA.
Yeah, like Courage JD.
Yeah, all those guys.
I'm grossly in tune with that. Like it's
Optic Hex, he's the guy that owns Optic, and he's just always putting out stuff. They're in Dallas, I think, but he's always putting out content, and he starts little podcasts, and he has like a 10-minute thing, he does with people with the microphone set up and everything, and that's definitely a big influence. So hopefully one day we can get him on.
Right. Yeah, that'd be super.
He's
super
really
cool.
impactful.
Definitely, and that's like a hell of a story to tell. Like from those like people, because he's done a lot of different stuff. Like from like just game Optic as a brand in general, or like a team, or like gaming and everything. So yeah, definitely, all that stuff.
I think that's all I got though, man. I mean, you're gonna do a great job. You're a great storyteller. You're great at keeping up the conversation with people.
Man,
so
I appreciate that, bro, for sure. But I mean, we could wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Call it good while it is good. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you like, comment down below, and subscribe, man, for the algorithm. You know how to let your boys get us going. Stay tuned, man. We got some major plans coming. So for sure, man. Round Real Show, episode 1.
It's a wrap.
Yes, sir.